All things the biggest night in fashion from last night's Met Gala. This year's theme was called Costume Art. The dress code, Fashion is Art. Okay, they kicked things off really different this year. They actually had a musical performance on the Met Gala steps before everyone walked up. Actor and singer Joshua Henry was on the steps with dancers, a 12-person choir for a rendition of Whitney Houston's I Wanna Dance with Somebody. It was really fun. Anna Wintour once again served as the lead chairperson for the event. Venus Williams, Nicole Kidman, and Beyonce were a few of her co-chairs. Venus was dressed in a gorgeous Swarovski gown. And after a 10-year hiatus, Beyonce finally graced us again on the Met steps. She rocked a custom Olivier Rousteing gown with Chopard jewelry. One accessory, though, she didn't bring, her next album. She was heavily rumored to announce Act 3 at the event, but it did not happen yet. She's keeping us on our toes. Closing out the event, Rihanna's always the last person on the steps. She did it again. Maison Margiela was her gown. It was sculpted by hand with 115,000 crystal beads. Drop the mic. The embroidery took more than 1,300 hours, and so many looks took hours and hours and hours. Just unbelievable works on the steps last night. Here are some other ones that caught my eye. Sabrina Carpenter wore custom Dior. This was so cool. Made up of rhinestone film strips, y'all, with frames from the 1954 Audrey Hepburn movie titled Sabrina, which she said is one of her favorites. And she also performed last night at the event. Inside, we didn't get to see it. Tennis champ Naomi Osaka transformed before our eyes. This was so cool. She wore Robert I gown. She had that white jacket and then took it off, and you saw that bold blood red skin tight gown. We saw a lot of red last night, a lot of sequins, a lot of sculptures. Check this out. K-pop singer Lisa went a little extra. She wore another Robert I look. Her biggest accessory, you see holding up her veil? Those are 3D scans of her own arms. That was her accessory, holding that up. Very, very cool. Now some people took it to the next level. That's Heidi Klum. I didn't recognize her at first. She looked literally like a sculpture. She was in a Mike Marino look, inspired by a classic work of art, which she went as herself, as a classic work of art. And who's this old man, y'all? It's Bad Bunny. Can you believe it? Totally transformed. He's in a Zara suit with some very realistic prosthetics, a cane. He was aged 53 years to be a senior citizen. And you know what, Mario? He still got it, baby.
I'm right there with you. I am right there with you. I love this event just because it's up for interpretation by the artist, right?
Yeah.
So it's whatever they interpret the theme as. So it's really cool to see how everyone thinks about it and how it comes together working with these designers.
Yes.
Bad Bunny was a favorite just because I didn't recognize him at first.
I didn't recognize him at first either.
I was not expecting that. But one of my favorite male looks was Maluma. I don't know if you saw it, but it was a cropped jacket
with its beading.
With the beading.
Gorgeous.
It was gorgeous.
That was one of my favorites too. The men's fashion is always pretty good, but the women, they really just level it up, y'all.
I mean, it's also so diverse, right?
Man, if y'all could have heard Matt and Greg over here during that segment.
We needed their commentary, didn't we?
He said Lisa. What'd you think about Lisa, Greg?
What the
arms.
The mosquito net.
Like a mosquito net to me.
That's all we got to do is go to Home Depot and grab a mosquito net. We'll be fashion ready.
It did.